Thank you for coming back to my channel. This is going to be the current energy for Gemini. What's the current energy for Gemini? Your cards don't waste no time. Okay. First card is the Three of Wands. Productivity, expansion, effort. A lone sugar glider looks out at the world around it, clutching 3 twigs in its tail. It carefully assesses the dangers of where it is, or where it's at, as well as where it wants to go. The distance may be great, but it knows that as long as it can see the destination ahead, one great leap can carry it to safety. The Three of Wands reminds us that our goals are within reach should we have the courage to pursue them. When upright, the Three of Wands suggests that your plans for the future are well underway and are progressing as we speak. You may be gliding along, the end point in sight, and wondering if now is the time to explore even more opportunities while on your current path. You've prepared well for this moment. Be aware of challenges that still remain ahead of you, but don't be afraid to expand your goals in the moment. The work you've done to get to this point will carry you further than you first intended, and now is the time to think big. Stay committed to the path, and you may be surprised at just how far you'll fly. And then your next card is the Knight of Pentacles. Efficiency, responsibility, persistence. A bumblebee labors away atop a honeycomb, filling chamber after chamber with nectar that will one day yield golden honey. Flowers surround it to signify the process the bee goes through to accomplish its task. The bee must visit thousands of flowers to gather enough nectar to fill the combs, but it doesn't shy away from the work. It knows it is necessary. The Knight of Pentacles knows the value of hard work. Though the labor may be intense, it reminds us that only through continual effort will we be able to reap the benefits that follow. When upright, the Knight of Pentacles exemplifies the hard work that goes into fulfilling one's dreams. You either know what you want out of life or you're developing a plan. You may have already taken steps to begin the methodical approach to reaching your goals. Consistency is valued over speed, and you have taken the time to plan accordingly. It may be boring, but know that your approach will lead you to success. Okay. Your approach is going to lead you to success. So continue to put in the hard work. Your efforts don't go unnoticed by the universe or spirit. Then the next card is Knight of Swords. Ambition, motivation, forward thinking. A vermilion flycatcher darts through the air amid a shower of shooting stars, a sword tucked behind its wing and its eyes locked on its prize. Flycatchers, as the name implies, are skilled hunters who take to the skies in search of small insects to eat. They employ skilled flying techniques and whirlwind darts to nab their tiny prey. The Knight of Swords speaks of great energy to push forward and the assurance of a keen mind. We are reminded to always look to the next goal and be ready to grab it the second it comes into view. When upright, the Nine of Swords suggests that you're on a mission and won't let anything stand in your way. Overall, you're an ambitious and driven individual, and you're using your intellect to get through obstacles. When taking action is your first instinct, and if you're assertive, you'll have an easier time getting what you want when you want it. While it's beneficial to take charge and dive right in, don't move too quickly. Think through your actions before leaping into the unknown. Engage with others who share your drive and forward-thinking habits. You may be able to motivate each other towards bigger and better things. Okay, that card is pretty self-explanatory. And then your last card is the Tower. So I don't know exactly what's going on. Something is happening. You got the Tower in reverse. Survival, rebuilding, intactness. When reversed, the Tower is a warning that an unexpected change will come from within. A personal transformation is nigh, but to reach it, you may have to undergo a drastic shift of faith and perception. This may manifest as a crisis of confidence or a complete questioning of the truths you once held in high esteem. For some, this can be a full-on existential crisis. I don't know if I'm saying this very correctly. Existential crisis, but at the end of the tunnel will be a newly enlightened you. Though this realization can be unpleasant, take comfort in knowing that you've avoided narrowly potential disaster. Take the silver lining in your new enlightenment and carefully build your future. This position can also imply that you're delaying a necessary change, rejecting it out of fear or concern when it would be better to let the chaos come. It can be scary to surrender to something so absolute. Just try to remember there's purpose in the pain. Oh, I don't know why. It sounds like something I just went through. I'm basically in the process of like allowing to close out. As I was reading it, I was like, personal transformation that comes from within. It's an unexpected change that will come from within. So usually when we need change, when we crave change, sometimes before we can see it around us, it happens within us. And it can be scary because, you know, with change, you're not going to know what to expect. Like, some things die out, some people, you no longer see them, some things close out, but it's all for the betterment. Like, sometimes you have to leave certain things behind in order to welcome in the new and in order to receive, you know, new of what is trying to pour in. I was thinking about it while I was at work today. Like, I'm getting to a point where everything I prayed for, regardless of how long it took, sometimes it was sooner than expected and sometimes it took a little longer. It's all about where you are on your journey with understanding, and your healing as well. Healing plays a major role. I had to accept that the new life that I've been praying for and working towards, I had to allow my old one to die. I had to give up old connections and release attachments and let go of old ways of doing things. So make sure you're working on yourself. Most importantly, you're listening to your body. It is going to speak to you. Work out, eat better, and take care of your mental health, because these essentials are basically the finer things in life, and they help you appreciate the bigger things. I hope that this makes sense some kind of way. I hope that there was a message for you in here in this video somewhere, some shape, somehow. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, please do not force it. Let it fly, let it flow. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Gemini, wherever you have placements. I'm sending you lots of love, light, warm, healing vibrations, because I know that change is not easy. But if you are taking the steps necessary and the steps guided and the steps, you know, that were asked and that you were told, right? Things will work out for you, and then it's a matter of how serious you are and how bad do you want it. Like, namaste.